applauding in the balcony. They're applauding in orchestra seats at the music hall here, where yours truly, Uncle Floyd, presents talent that needs more exposure on television today. And over the years, we've introduced quite a few bands. What do I have over there? Why am I shaking so much? What was that effect? Some new toy they have in the control room? I don't like modern technology. I'm talking now. I'm not going like this. Anyway, Stewart Brodian is here. Stewart, you're a tremendous artist because you get involved with so many different things. But welcome.
Pleasure to be here.
Of course, you're involved with more things than I can mention here.
A potpourri, may I say?
You're involved with the American Indians and their rights being abused, maybe.
Definitely.
You had a song about
Kurt Cobain.
Before anyone else.
More or less, yeah.
More or less. You record. You have records, tapes. You bring me a jukebox. What are these called? Jukebox?
Title strips, they're called.
Title strips that they put in jukeboxes. But you got to do something about your 8x10 here. This picture's a little. You could improve on that. But just tell me a couple of the things that are on your mind as an artist, as a human being.
Well, let me recap for all my fans who've missed me here in New Jersey. For the past 2 years, I've been a resident of Easton, Pennsylvania. And let's just call it a migration. Since that time, things have picked up for me. Some of you who read The Aquarian may have seen an ad that I put in, an announcement, that for 1993, I wasn't going to play any of my older stuff. And, well, you know, that set the creative juices flowing, and what I did was I came up with a whole album's worth of stuff, the little box set. It's called Never Had to Unplug. Let me tell you something. Poverty can sometimes be a mixed blessing. If I had enough money to make a regular CD or cassette the same as anybody else, it would have been lost in the shuffle the same as anybody else. But a little bit of ingenuity, a little bit of shopping, I put out a 2-cassette box set.
Good for you. Remember, security is the death of an artist.
Oh, definitely.
You know who said that, right? Tennessee Williams.
Oh, good man.
Now, what about with the American Indians? I still call them American Indians. I've interviewed if people who've seen my show. We had Chief White Eagle here. We've had we did a remote at Wild West City at a New Jersey Indian powwow, and I asked them about that Native American. I know I get carried away with this. I'm a Native American. I'm born here in the United States. And they laughed and they said, yeah, you are, and so are we. We're Americans, and we like to be called Indians. That's what Chief White Eagle said.
With all due respects to the chief, I mean, I visited the Lenny Lenape Museum in Pennsylvania, in Allentown. The proper term is Native Americans for what you call American Indians.
Well, what are we then?
We are European Americans. The black people are African Americans. The Chinese and the Japanese are Asian Americans.
Well, that's just an adjective.
Basically, I mean, if you want to be what they call politically correct. But I mean...
But am I not correct in saying I am a native? I was born...
You are a native...
in the United States.
You are a native-born European American.
Well, I'm also a native-born green-eyed. I mean, how do we can get technical about this? Or partially balding. Anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked with that, because this is what we do in society. We get sidetracked with the things that are really just labels and that kind of thing. You're really involved with the sterilization program?
Well,
concerned about it?
I'm concerned that, according to statistics, a quarter of the Native American women have been sterilized through, through their own poor education, which they're a victim of from the American government, as well as some religious groups out in the American Midwest who circulate flyers, a Save the Children style of thing, whereas all they're really doing is assimilating the Indian people into their own culture.
All right, listen, you're a heavy dude. I mean, you've got a lot to say. We're going to give a phone number. People can contact you about this if they want to get involved in the American Native Indian, whatever you want to call them.
I have a 24-hour hotline.
You have a hotline, and you also have a guitar, and we want to hear a song, Stewart.
This song I'm going to do is a tribute song which I've written for the late Kurt Cobain and Nirvana. I wrote this on the morning of Tuesday, May 17th, and I performed it later that night at a little club in Allentown called Harry's. It's in the hotel trailer.
Okay.
And it goes like this.
Stewart Brodian.
dear. We miss you so, dear. Yes. Where are you, my friend? Where's my friend?
Stewart Brodian is an artist with a lot on his mind, and obviously he strikes a chord with a lot of. I don't want to do puns here. Strikes. This is terrible. How can I take that out? I didn't say that. But what do you have to say about this MAPS? MAPPS, the Musicians, Artists, Poets, Performers, Songwriters magazine of Lehigh Valley.
Well, this magazine is the Lehigh Valley equivalent to the Aquarian. It's a scene zine. It's circulated as far south as Philadelphia and as far west as the Allentown, Bethlehem area. And I'm on the board of directors, a publicist for the magazine. And
so you're a journalist as well.
Oh, definitely.
Good. All right, listen, I just have a quick question. What did you think of the Woodstock? I won't call it a reunion because it definitely wasn't. But
could be a reunion. Half the artists are dead.
Well, and the audience as well. But what did you think about that? I'm just curious.
I think that this is something that should have happened in 1970. I mean, it's obviously a long time in coming. For the obvious reasons, New York didn't want to deal with all the nonsense that they had to deal with last time. But I think it was a good thing that it finally happened. First of all, a lot of people who were anxious for it finally got it out of their system. And, well, every generation has its quote-unquote whoop-de-doo. I mean, the 60s generation had their Woodstock, and there hasn't really been anything super significant since.
Right. I was just curious because you have so many comments, so much on your mind about everything. Quickly, what's the future of the world going to be like? What is the United States of America going to be like in 40 years?
In 40 years,
25 years.
25. As far as the state of the world, I mean, as far as environmentally, I'll quote one of the men from REM who said that things are going to get worse before they start to get better, and that's speaking on an environmental viewpoint. As far as the United States, there's a lot of good ideas socially about ways to help, our society, our youth, and so forth. But it seems they get a good idea, but they just don't know how to go about presenting it. Sometimes it's all a matter of presentation as to how you get your point across.
All right.
I mean, I once wrote a letter to President Reagan suggesting a new course be introduced into the schooling systems, into high school systems, concerning child rearing. It's obvious at least 50% of all students are going to have children, but...
Right. But first they have to learn how to read before they can introduce a new course, seriously. But Stewart, listen, go ahead, another song. I could listen to you philosophize and talk forever, but time is running out. We're going to hear something else.
Okay, this is a selection from Never Had to Unplug, which is on a entirely live cassette. And this is a song that came to me in a dream called The Wannabe Song.
Never did want to be a DJ. Never didn't wanna be a wannabe. This guitar is all I wanted to play, and to sit around and play all day. That's what I wanna be. I don't wanna be. I wanna be. I don't wanna be. I wanna be don't mean anything to me. Don't mean anything to me. Struggling to make a dollar, struggling to make the song go farther, struggling being what I want to be. Now listen to me, it's the one buying the album who decides where the next craze will be. That's who you wanna be. It's the man sitting in the office on the phone saying where we should be. You wanna be. I don't wanna be. I wanna be. I don't wanna be. I wanna be don't mean anything to me. I wanna be don't mean anything to me.
Stewart Brodian on the Uncle Floyd Music Hall. We're going to give you his address, contact him, phone number, and you want to contact Stewart about his music, anything he has to say, where's that phone number? There it is. Because coming up next, we have Sawney Bean right here, so don't go away. And thanks, Stewart. Thanks for stopping in.
From the depths of space comes the evil Major Downtime. His mission, to conquer the Earth by destroying all office equipment and stopping businesses in their tracks.
Extra, extra! World leaders call for the Copycat Man to save the world.
Your history now, Copycat Man. Soon I will have destroyed all of the Earth's office machines.
Wrong. Because from Planet Olympia, I bring to Earth the super reliable line of Olympia copiers, faxes, computers, printers, and more. Zip, zip, zip!
I'll get you next time, Copycat Man.
Let Delcom Communications bring you and your business into the 90s with state-of-the-art Motorola pagers for as little as $8.95 a month. Delcom provides factory-trained technicians to service everything they sell. Mention this ad, get 1 free month of beeper service. Call Delcom Communications, 201-587-8388, or stop in at one of our area dealers, Stereo Station, Route 46 East, Lodi, or Alpha Stereo Communications, Route 46 East, Fort Lee.